Greetings and welcome to Sacred Sister Soul Talks TV's vlogcast and Sacred Warrior Mothers. I trust that you have been ascending well. I am Empress Giza, your host and transformational coach. Today's vlogcast is entitled The Universal Frequency. In this vlogcast, you will learn many new terms, phrases, and concepts. If you're now awakening or emerging from the powerful spell you have been under, let this information sit within your spirit. I know this paradigm shift can be scary. At times, you might have a blue pill moment where you might want to be reinstated into the matrix. Stay the course. You are supported in your awakening, physically and spiritually. This discourse will unlock some doors in your spiritual brain, which will fill in the pieces of knowing that are missing. The information presented here is a combination of spiritual insight and guidance from the higher realms as well as research. Not everything shared here will resonate with you. It takes spiritual growth and spiritual maturity to understand the content and to receive this amount of light. If you're not there yet in your spiritual journey, don't worry. Everything happens in its own time. If you are there, then this information will help you to understand the calling of the multiverse. The information presented here will challenge what you were socialized to believe about yourself and our universe. It is very deep and life-changing. Take what your soul needs and what resonates with you. You will learn many new terms and be introduced to new words such as Universal Time Matrix, Galactic Federation, Alliance, Third Density, Fifth Density, Star Systems, Nibiru, Gamma Waves, Gamma Light, Plasma, and so much more. It is my hope that this vlogcast will help you to understand what is happening in our physical world as the Phantom Matrix breaks down. I trust that the information here helps you to navigate the minefield of lies, falsehoods, and treachery that has infected our minds and forced us to live in a world that doesn't support our spiritual development. So get comfortable, relax your mind, take a few breaths, feel the energy of the divine flowing through and around you. Exhale. Are you ready? Let's get into it. The information you are about to listen to is specific to each person's vibration. Let it flow through you and have the understanding for yourself. All of the right answers to your questions will be made known. In 2018, Operation Freedom Earth was launched by the light forces in Earth's solar system. This was a galactic operation that destroyed a large artificial screen called the Dyson Sphere from Earth's solar system. This sphere captured a large percentage of the solar power or energy output from the Earth. From Earth's solar system, this sphere was blocking all access to the fifth dimension or densities. This false programming interrupted the natural order of things. The manipulation of the consciousness grid is perhaps where the infection, both physically and planetary, manifested. This infection manifested as trauma that affected the ego or the mind and the emotional body, the heart. This was one of the many malware anomalies the negative forces had placed in our solar system that kept us in an illusion as well as to block any information coming in from the galaxy. Another mission of the light forces was the Operation Masterpiece. This involved deflecting gamma light from the galactic core to the surface of Terra Key, also called planet Earth. This mission was to activate Earth's starseed DNA to help them consciously perceive the fifth density or dimensional level of consciousness. This gamma light also activated the fourth and fifth DNA strands of the starseeds. This was an intense operation as the light from the galactic core was directed towards Earth. Additionally, the frequency and light directed towards Earth was anchored in the crystalline grid, which was repaired in 2012. Crystals hold the blueprint of the living consciousness record that is contained in the evolutionary histories of the Earth and beyond. Crystals can amplify and accelerate high frequencies. Many of us may still hold a cellular memory from the historical timeline records in root race cycles spanning from Terra or in the previous civilizations of Lemuria and Atlantis. When Atlantis fell, this technology was carried over into the Cometian or Egyptian culture, and many cultures that attempted to salvage the interdimensional energy gateways here on Earth in an attempt to stabilize the planetary crystalline field that supported our spiritual connection into the higher consciousness realms. All living things are interconnected with the crystalline grid networks that exist in the planetary body, the Earth body, and the human body, as well as the entire DNA record is made in crystalline properties. I recommend that you invest in crystals that resonate with your vibration. 2012 was the dawning of an age of Aquarius. On December 21st, 2012, the Mayan calendar came to an end, and astrologically, we moved into the age of Aquarius. Many people talked about 2012 being the end of days. Well, it did for the controllers of Earth. That was the end of their world, a world they engineered which was typified by being the age of greed, consumerism, corruption, and war. We ascended into the Aquarian age, which is a return to community, compassion, and partnership. It's about getting back to love and remembering our oneness. Essentially, what it means is that the energy of our planet has changed as we vibrate with a higher frequency. We have moved into the fourth density or dimension. Not only has the energy of the planet changed, but her chakras have also changed location. Everything has shifted because of the gamma light frequencies. This light frequency is an alignment with the Hertz frequencies of the fourth and fifth DNA strands. Fifth density or dimension resonates between 40 to 100 Hertz in the gamma state of consciousness. That is, it manifests the energies of love, peace, joy, abundance, health, and freedom. This is what we will manifest in the new Earth, fifth density, and beyond. Gamma waves are the fastest brain waves. Gamma waves are involved in higher processing tasks as well as cognitive functioning. These waves are important for learning, memory, and information processing. Gamma waves mainly occur when you are highly alert and conscious. For example, when you focus your brain and you are actively engaged in solving a problem. This is when your brain is likely producing gamma waves. In gamma state, all of your senses are taking in data. We are taking in the light codes coming from the galactic core. What happens before you can reach the level of conscious mastery? Well, the first step is to become conscious of who you are. The gift of self-mastery unfolds throughout life. It is an internal and self-directed journey whose progress only you can determine. The key to mastery in anything is practice. The more you practice, the more proficient you become. Without practice and dedication, there can be no mastery. Everything is a projection of self. Self-mastery requires patience, fruitfulness, truthfulness, purity, impeccability, and faith. We have been on a journey to self-mastery in this physical plane. The Earth has been on that journey right along with us. Before we fell into the material plane with Teraki, we were vibrating in the spiritual plane in higher densities, 5th, 6th, and 7th density, etc. What is a dimension? A dimension is a measurement such as length, width, and height. For example, a piece of string has length. We measure from one end, which we call the start, to the other end, which we call the end. The dimension in which you resonate the most becomes dominant in perception that the other dimensions no longer seem to exist, but they are still there. Everything currently exists in all 12 dimensions, and those dimensions are increasing with the expansion of our universe. Fractals of you exist in all dimensions. You cannot leave a dimension like you leave third dimension and go to fifth dimension. All dimensions exist in the same space. Third dimension, fourth dimension, and fifth dimension exist in the here and the now. The difference is, which one do you resonate with the most? What do you experience in these densities? This comes down to spiritual mastery or self-mastery. The dimensions are a subset of harmonic universes. There are 5 harmonic universes. Each one has a subset of 3 densities. For example, the first harmonic density comprises of density 1, density 2, and density 3. Each density has 2 polarities or nodes, north and south, negative or positive. We have ascended out of the third density, positive, into fourth density, lower, fourth density, higher, and fifth density, lower. The densities are not places you go. It is experienced through growth and self-mastery. It's a matter of frequency and vibration. We are presently in the second harmonic universe, which is comprised of the 4th, 5th, and 6th densities or dimensions. We are energy beings, multi-dimensional light beings. Our soul is light connected to the universal light of the source, the light where we are all created. The dimensions are the frequencies of the soul. Third density is a dense physical frequency that is the physical being of ourselves. When our soul only resonates on the frequency of our physical self, we only associate ourselves with physical forms, material forms, low frequency of not worthy, self-loathing, never feeling enough, jealousy, anger, more material, more perfection. We are conditioned from a young age to conform without looking beyond the third density version of ourselves. Fourth density, as your soul begins to awaken and your energy frequency begins to open up, you will start to sense things on a deeper level. Many people are born with these frequencies already. We call them empaths or psychic, clairvoyants, etc. You begin to sense energies around you, spirits, angels, guides, positive and negative frequencies. There are 2 layers in the 4th density. Your spiritual self begins to awaken. Your soul starts to long for who you are. You feel the energy around you. You absorb energy from places and people. You may begin to feel your soul guiding you. You have strong intuition and you feel connected. This is where your true potential begins to awaken. This is an exciting time and you must try to keep your frequencies high in order to move into the next stage. The next stage can be scary, as sensing things, seeing things, flashes of light, seeing spirit, energy, hearing things, have the gift of knowing. The 4th dimension density is also where the polarity of light and dark roam. In this dimension, there are both light and dark energies move around. At times, you are feeling high-spirited and buoyant, and then the next minute, you are feeling low, depressed, anxiety, and full of fear. This is the dark forces affecting you. Everyone must go through the 4th density frequency. The more you resonate with love and light, the quicker your energy frequency moves up the energy spectrum. We are connected to nature, which is our spirituality. So to move higher, one must connect to nature. Whenever you feel down, be kind to yourself. Whenever you feel fear, meditate on the light. Whenever you are anxious, focus on positive affirmations. Nature naturally balances energies. The more you focus on the light, the stronger you will become. This is the second layer of the fourth dimension density. Now your energies are beginning to resonate with the pure divine being that you are. This prepares your soul light for the fifth dimension, which makes it stronger. The dark energies cannot penetrate the fifth dimension. As you get stronger, the dark energies will try to stop you. You feel weighed down, like you have the world on your shoulders. You feel clouded in your judgment. You feel trapped, like you can't move forward or backwards. Everything you thought you knew will be thrown out of the window. In instances, you experience dark dreams, feelings of deep anxiety and anguish for no reason. This is known as the dark night of the soul. Hold fast. This means you are almost there. Just a few more tweaks and corrections and you shift once again. Once you penetrate the veil of awareness within this dimension, things change forever. Once your energy is of a higher vibration, it is the realm of love and light. It is where unconditional love resides. The energy that you feel when your soul is here is overwhelming. You feel at home here. You now resonate with the realms of light. Your energies are now a beacon of love, and you are able to really step into who you are, your true divine self. Your gifts to the world will awaken and you feel unstoppable. You start to feel naturally energized. The sixth density or dimension is where your energy is fully integrated into your original source. For some, this is straight from the heavenly realms. For others, it's the stars. This is where you merge with the highest version of yourself. The seventh dimension is mastery. You become like the Buddhas and is constantly in the light frequency. You are not just unstoppable, you are also untouchable. As you come into this knowing though, self-mastery is the only way to go. It is a journey to ascension. It is tricky and is a sticky beast to tame. To navigate it, you cannot fake your way in. That is illusion. That is a third density construct. Much of that is happening on this social media platform. 2 minutes of insight does not make you spirited or ascended. You cannot pretend to be conscious because your lack of knowledge or wisdom will surely show itself. For instance, people talk about consciousness but would go on Instagram with their bodies exposed, showing their lady or man bits. Once I saw a sister who posts videos about ascending and spirituality, but in one video assimilated giving fellatio by sucking on an ice cream. Mind blown. You cannot bribe your way in or buy your way into spirituality. Big Mama will expose your indecency and lies to the world. Young Pharaoh and Brother Polite comes to mind in this instance. Young Pharaoh lost everything he had materially, and Polite is facing jail time for sexual abuse. The spiritual light comes not just for you. It's not just a station in life. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. To ascend, you have to do your shadow work. You have to crush the ego and turn it into spiritual confidence. Although the earth is shifting, the third dimension matrix is still here, resonating at the 7.83 Hz, which is the Schumann resonance. The Schumann resonance represents the double male polarity. This goes against the universal law of gender that exists throughout nature. It states that everything has its masculine and feminine qualities, and that everything has a gestation period. Shu is the Kemetic or Egyptian god of air. Man is the male aspect. This is the out-of-sync vibration that the earth was under before the removal of the Dyson sphere, as mentioned earlier. The fifth dimension energy starts at the 40 Hz, which is a Shu Tefnu, and will continue up to 100 Hz before entering the sixth dimension or density. In other words, the earth is raising her vibration and frequency. Shu is the Kemetic or Egyptian god of air, and Tefnu is moisture. It is the balance of the masculine and feminine. At present, the earth is being supercharged with super high energy. This is made possible with the movement of Sedna. Sedna is a sea goddess. She is known by many names. She's Oset in Kemet, Yemaya as the grandmother ocean or the primordial, Mama Wata, Nu, Ma, the milk source, the cow in the Milky Way galaxy, and the elemental power and presence of the universe. Nut, eternal primordial waters and fountain of life. Tefnu is the primordial eternal power of moisture and atmosphere. She is depicted as the dew, the firmament, steam, mist, fog, or the clouds. Oshun, the mother of the misty waters, she flows into the rivers, lakes, streams, and ponds. Sedna sits on the Oort cloud. It comes into our solar system every 11,400 years. This star is so massive that it affects the planets in our solar system with its massive gravitational pull. Sedna orbits Neptune, who lies on the Kuiper belt. To get to Sedna, you have to go through Neptune. She is influenced by the gravitational pull of Neptune. Sedna is huge, and it is 10 times the size of Earth. She is energetically returning to Earth and slipping into the Gemini mode to get here. Her story moves through exploration. All of what you have learned thus far has piqued your interest for sure. You are visualizing the information as you listen to this vlog. At this point, you are in disbelief. You are asking yourself, why didn't we learn this in school? The answer is simple. It wasn't the appointed time. We are the gods returned to claim our birthright. As I will say to my students, stop, look, and listen. Stop. Look around you. Look at all the natural phenomena around you. And listen to your heart. Listen to that internal clock that tells you that what you learned up until this point was all a lie. You are beginning to unlearn everything that has been taught to you, because you must listen to that internal clock that is saying, hey, I am here. We are here. Stop, look, and listen. This information is imprinted on our DNA, which is the blueprint. Our solar system every 3,600 years, and it is considered the 12th planet in our 3-dimension solar system. Nibiru means crossing place or place of transition. It is the home of a knowledgeable advanced race called the Anunnaki, those who from heaven to earth came. The planet houses many other entities from different places in our universe. Well, we've been hearing a lot about the Anunnaki, but who are they? Let's learn a little about them. About 600,000 years ago, the Anunnaki came to Earth to engage in a war with the negative aliens who had taken over Atlantis in order to control the Giza Stargate or the Solar Temple. The war was about gaining full control over the Sol, or planet Earth's local sun, which is a stargate. This Stargate can be used to go in and out of our solar system. It is an opening into the astral plane where the sun and earth are interconnected. This is based on the Platonic solids or instruction set, which are the building blocks of matter or the blueprint of our universe. Each star and sun in the universe are connected like a web called a morphogenetic field, which is a plasma filament. This makes our solar system an important outpost. Whenever Nibiru comes into our solar system to provide maintenance, it sends out an electromagnetic pulse that mimics the sonar of the whales. The negative aliens had destroyed their homeworld and was looking for a new home to conquer when they infiltrated our galaxy and picked up the EMP pulse sent up by Nibiru. They wanted to pull the Earth into a wormhole to gain full control of the Earth. This was to lead into a phantom matrix where they exist. They wanted to realign the Earth with their system. We have established that the Earth was special to all those who call this planet home for different reasons. The energetic transmissions broadcast by the plasma through the solar flares and stellar activations draws enormous amounts of conscious energy. These negative aliens had lost the ability to incarnate when they fell in consciousness. So in order to hold their form, they siphon off energy from the other beings. This energetic food is called loosh. It serves their purpose to keep us in the phantom matrix. Loosh is how they eat. If they could control the stargates, then they would be able to have portal access to Sirius, where the creation codes are stored, as well as the Andromeda galaxy. The pyramids are massive power generators of the cosmic heart life force. I should also mention that the Giza Stargate is interconnected to the location of the Hall of Records that releases the universal memory into the planetary memory and the morphogenetic field. The morphogenetic field is a form-holding blueprint that stores information for how that form of consciousness will manifest. They are comprised of templates of consciousness light and sound which serve as a blueprint on which matter and conscious identity will then manifest. This occurs at the microcosmic and macrocosmic level and is part of all creation. The blueprint is energetic intelligence. This is pure energy that influences all matter. What is contained in the blueprint governs the form. To receive this energetic frequency of light, one must change the body or heal the heart. This is changing the energetic blueprint. With the opening of the stargates and the healing of the energetic blueprint, this makes the planetary and soul incarnation memory available. This turns into conscious energy for ascension. You are the blueprint. You are that conscious energy that the negative aliens so much desire. They cannot incarnate into a human body, so they must siphon off that energy to live. In addition, they need your body in order to ascend to the next level. They cannot ascend on their own. You are the blueprint. The Galactic Federation of Light is a combination of off-world entities that came together for the betterment of the universe. This is Operation Freedom Earth at its best. They operate on the universal law of one. It was formed to share information, resources, guidance, and security for all member star nations. A group of 24 elders called the Council of Light serves as a wise and benevolent council to the entire Galactic Federation. At present, and I say at present because some who took the recent inoculations will feel the disconnect from source as the DNA changes in frequency. DNA emits a low frequency electromagnetic waves which makes up the DNA signals. These signals communicate with each other and genetically mutate by receiving data transmissions. Remember, you were to stand 6 feet apart, no communication with each other energetically. The DNA emitting signals are in the red blood cells. This is one of the reasons to not inject other DNA substances directly into your bloodstream. When another species' DNA is injected into the bloodstream, this interferes with the human DNA's ability to recognize other human DNA signals and blocks DNA communications with all other members of the same species. All living organisms interact and interconnect with electromagnetic waves. All of Earth's inhabitants have original Earth-based DNA, which connects with the Schumann resonance of Earth's atmosphere. This low frequency is produced by the human brain when relaxed in alpha or theta state. This signal was hijacked to keep it vibrating low, and by interfering with the DNA signals, it accelerated diseases and distortions in the human auric field. An entity who is not born in this planetary body, which is Terra-Key, or in any of the many planets in our universe, does not have the planetary DNA template, nor a compatible human pattern as a part of the DNA signal. That entity will have a different signaling that will not be in the natural harmony with the planet's electromagnetic signaling. By injecting humans with other DNA material, whether it is vaccination, medications, and other chemicals, this could block the signaling emitted by the DNA to the same species. By blocking natural DNA signaling between species, it would be harder for people to share frequencies and intelligent communication. This affects the collective conscious memory, as people will be unable to recognize each other. The DNA signals are then interrupted. Why is this a problem? You lose touch with the Earth connection when your DNA is interrupted. This also affects your connection to the God consciousness or the return of the Christ conscious signals. As we ascend, our DNA signaling will change naturally to match that of the Earth's increasing vibration of the 40 to 100 Hz. Earth produces that low frequency of the 7.83 Hz, the Schumann resonance. The new frequency of which Earth will vibrate is the Shu-Tef Nu frequency. The Shu-Tef Nu is air, moisture, plasma. This gives us the ability to embody this new energy called the plasmic light or consciousness light. This plasmic light body is connected to everything and everyone. It doesn't matter if it is a human, animal, plant, seed, or physical material. The larger the plasmic field, the more alive it is. For plasma to exist, ionization is necessary. Ionization is a process by which an atom or a molecule acquires a negative or positive charge by gaining or losing electrons. The solar system and the bulk of the universe, the stars, the suns, and interstellar spaces are in the form of plasma. R. Foster theorized that the moon is made of plasma. Magnetized plasma and high-energy particles are throughout our solar system and have been observed in the vicinity of planetary moons, asteroids, and comets. The Earth has global magnetic fields which interacts with the solar system bodies to emit a continuous overflowing stream of electrons and protons into the solar system. This is called the solar winds. The solar winds has charged particles embedded in the extended magnetic field of the sun. The plasma waves is how the planets talk to each other, just as we talk to each other through our DNA signaling. One way the negative forces affect what information our DNA receives comes from the plasma is to spray the upper atmosphere with chemtrails or microwave frequencies. The Earth's plasma fountain gushes into space from the regions near the poles. The aurora borealis is where plasma pours back into the planetary atmosphere. On January 21st, our collective healing energies initiated from right here on Atlantis strengthened the Earth grid and brought in healing, positive light. This elevated the planet in consciousness. The new moon signaled the new beginning. The cosmic founders promised that all the souls in the fallen universe would eventually be found and return to the original divine plan of spiritual ascension. The pathways to ascension has been opened up by the God Source, the Creator, that leads directly into the higher realms and into the God worlds. The consciousness of the earth is interconnected into the harmonic universes that interface with the human consciousness in all densities. At this stage, we are not blending energies, we have to harmonize energies. It is time to raise your vibration to another level. This is your ticket into the already existing new earth, the fifth density earth where wonderful things are waiting for you. This is a time we must move forward united in perfect balance and oneness. Surrender and trust that we chose to be here now to help humanity shift. We need this energy shift now more than ever, and humanity is in the process of changing from being Homo sapien to Homo luminis, that is, beings of light and light workers. I trust that the information presented here helps you as you ascend into a being of light. The only way you can do that is to raise your vibration and your frequency, hence the universal frequency. So fasten your seatbelt. Before the calm is the storm. I had to accept this recently. The only thing that will leave your life won't be serving you in the bigger picture. It is time to unpack. Let me know how you are ascending. You can subscribe to my channel at Sacred Sister Soul Talks TV on YouTube. But in the meantime, raise your vibration and your frequency. I'm waiting for you in the 6th dimension. Peace and blessings.